You know, there's a bit of the episode that goes before the f***ing intro. There was gonna be a bit with Dr. Chaos and Rex talking to each other on the Zoom. And it was gonna be hilarious. But Blender 2.8 decided to be an asshole. It decided to go all uppity f***ty with the f***ing MP4 Filmora shit. So, like, I just uploaded it up on Valentine's Day. So, I'm just gonna, like, f***ing go to the intro. You really should play at a comfortable posture. Otherwise, you'd have a sore back. Not funny. Well, it's kind of funny, mate. Heads up. I just respawned. I reckon you got a headache there, mate. Bonjour, mon ami. Shouldn't you two be working on a case? We are. We're staking out. Oui. Crikey. So much for dominating me, dick lickers. Language. Have you got a minute? I was just in the middle of beating the police at TF2, but sure. Since you know it's date night because of your eidetic memory, I was wondering if I could skip work to hang out with Mona. We've been over this last year. No, absolutely not. Why not? Because I despise Mona. She is my mortal enemy. Well, you allowed me to go last time. That's because you wouldn't shut up until I said, yes, you can go. Shut up! Well, you know how this is going to go down. Don't you dare! Please, no! Please, no! Please, no! Please, no! Please, no! Please, no! Several pleases and no's later. Please, bye! Just shut up! Thank you. You're an annoying asshole sometimes. Keyword being sometimes. Before you go, could you tell me where you are going for date night? Just to satisfy my own personal curiosity. Oh, just le restaurant de autisme. Laters. Le restaurant de autisme. I used to work there as a part-time job. Good times. I could easily get that old job back to ruin Mona's date with Leon.
Malicious intent detected. You are unauthorized from reapplying for your former occupation.
Could you give me a break? I was possessed. I should have been acquitted, but the judge, much like your fellow officers, is an asshole.
Insulting and directing profanity at a police officer. Naughty, naughty.
Well, even if I wanted to, I'm afraid of repeating the accident. Happy birthday. My mustache is on fire! My face is on fire! I'm on fire! That's better.
Nice one, you lagomorphic arse clown. It took us 12 hours to move that tub of water to a convenient place. Do you have any idea what that's like for Nance?
I see how it's convenient for me, but I fail to see how it's convenient for you.
We have a friend who is very thirsty and paranoid about the tap water in this place.
Meanwhile, in the present where Brian will get his job back and ruin Leon and Mona's time together to spite Mona. I'm a man.
Bonjour, Monsieur Carrot Sticks.
Yes, I was wondering if I could get my job back.
Il a dit qu'il s'est demandé s'il pourrait retrouver son emploi.
Oui, oui, Monsieur Carrot Sticks.
Thank you.
My calculations predict I will regret authorizing this because of the offender repeatedly saying please.
Later on in the day. Mona will be down shortly. Okay. You two need to get a room.
Figured I'd put something on for the occasion. I'm surprised you didn't dress up.
I'll see what I can find on our 50th date night.
So, how's life?
Nothing too exciting, same old, same old. Well, except for that one time Brian turned into an evil wizard because of some ancient bullshit.
Wouldn't be surprised if he did get magical powers from touching a turd.
Not actual bullshit.
I know. Still would be funny though.
Oh, definitely. Prepare yourself, world, for the doody-doom of Turd Blazer.
That's uncanny. Want me to put some tunes on?
What tunes have you got?
Butler, can you get me the CD case?
Ooh, I like that one.
Me too. Can you put track 6 on?
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
I
When a girl
hate
walks in
this
with an
song.
itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung.
Right then, shall we get on with our date?
I don't see why not.
Hi, Leon. Hello, Mona.
What are you doing here?
I had a part-time job here. Felt nostalgic. So, may I take your order?
Yes, I will have the crushed nuts.
Lalon,
Sorry.
puis-je prendre votre commande?
Yes, I will have the french fries and garlic bread. I trust there's no lactose in bread, right, Brian?
Of course not. Why would we ever do that? Good. And I'll have what she's having.
Avez-vous entendu ce qu'il sentit?
Oui?
Fantastique! Monsieur Carrot Sticks, fais le jour!
I hate you. I despise you. I loathe you. Everything about you disgusts me. Your ears, eyes, nose, mouth, tongue, legs, knees, stomach, ribs, and bottom make me want to vomit up. You're repulsive, loathsome, grotesque, and insupportable. I want to kill you. I want to twist your nipples off and throw them to the dogs. You scum! You low corrosive lump of fecal horror! You maniac bastardly turd! I would rather drink stale urine from Norman Fowler's ass pit than remain one moment more in your defiling company. Your filth, your cack, you're the ooze of a burst boil. I abominate you, you towering mound of corrupted slime. Your every utterance is like the slithering hiss of a fat maggot in the putrid guts of a decomposing rat. Your face is fouler than the unwiped inner ring of Satan's rectum. How can you call yourselves a couple? Because we love each other very much. We have loads in common, and because we consider ourselves attractive. So what? We have loads in common. We like each other. True, but Mona and I like each other. Plus, and no offense, you're not attractive. Whatever. I hope you and your girlfriend enjoy the incoming literal shitstorm.
Lalon,
Enjoy your mutual butt grabbing. That would be sexual harassment in any other circumstance.
Brian, any act of expressing one's love and or attraction to someone else can be interpreted as sexual harassment, if that someone is unwilling.
Besides, it's not like we're doing anything naughty with our tablets.
Yeah, unlike what I've been doing on my laptop.
Hey CPD, open up! We know you're reading pirated comics in there!
Bon appétit.
Merci.
Ou, avant de partir, pouvez-vous me dire quel champagne spécial est propose ce soir?
Je ne sais pas de quoi vous parlez, mais nous avons apporté une cargaison de blanquettes de Limoux si vous voulez une bouteille.
Oui, merci.
I didn't know you spoke French.
I don't. I just use Google Translate. That said, I do know a few words of le français off the top of my head. Right then, let's eat! One storm blast out of Leon's ass later.
In a blaze of azure, she's electric. Open the door. She's electric, irrespective of the reflection.
The other stores were unavailable.
Apparently so.
I would use the urinal, but I'm not that much of a jerk. Got any toilet paper? Boy, howdy. I thought you were a robot. Yeah, but I'm one of those realistic robots. You know, like the androids from Detroit become human with the biocomponents and stuff. Unless one of them looked like Agent 47, I doubt the androids from Detroit become human would need to use a toilet. They would if their fuel source was spicy chicken wings. Touché. She's gonna blow! Jesus, that's disgusting.
It's times like this that I am thankful I wasn't built with a nose and programmed with a sense of smell.
2 hours of uncontrollable defecation later. I believe you two owe me an apology.
Apologize? For what?
For giving me the Jimmy Squits in an attempt to one-up each other.
In my defense, it was Brian who told me there was...
What? It's not like it's cheating.
Yeah, and I go both ways. You got a problem with that?
No, but it's certainly weird that the both of you would have no problem staring at other girls.
It's not weird at all. We love each other too much to go beyond staring at other people. Plus, you know what Leon's like.
I don't mean to be rude, but can we get back to the topic of you two f***ing poisoning me?
Sorry about that. Anyway, in my defense, Brian told me there was no lactose in that bread.
Yes, but I thought you meant there was no lactose in the bread itself, rather than the ingredients that make it taste like garlic.
Bullshit.
Unless there's more where that came from, I do declare myself done.
I certainly hope so. I need to install another loo roll in there, in addition to cleaning up the mess that you left. Yeah, sorry about that. I promise I'll repay you. How exactly did you manage to flush the toilet despite completely destroying it by farting so hard? I don't know, I'm not a plumber.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry for giving you explosive diarrhea.
Speaking of explosive diarrhea, Jinx again.
Oh, brother.
Her obsession with the color spectrum, it is little wonder that she's on the spectrum, plucking string theory with a one-dimension plectrum, jamming with the devil is heavy, better be expecting the next level of perfection. An excessive obsession with order, keeping less than a second chill have set up the teleporter, drawn a straight line, it never turns a corner, and explain why her syndrome isn't a disorder.